Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Peggle. So for these next challenges, we have to beat multiple levels in a row without losing. So we got to keep a streak. So we got to beat 2 in a row, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Now, apparently at some point I already beat the 2 in a row challenge. I'm not sure when I did that. Maybe I forgot to record it. Maybe I played it. Don't really know, so we just gotta beat 3 in a row. So how are all of you guys doing today? You guys doing good? I hope so. Hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. And I hope everyone is just having a good day, you know? Just kicking it. Maybe you're with a buddy. Maybe you're having a nice dinner for one. Eating a pepperoni pizza from Pizza Hut. Or maybe you're in the Burger King drive-thru. You're about to get a nice, juicy Whopper. With extra pickles. Alright. We got 2/3. That's what we need to win the presidency. Alright, come on. So, one of my coworkers, Mexi Melt, every time that she's gotta take a dump, she calls it a spooky dookie. Which, number 1, well, number 2, I guess, that's hilarious. And also, I told her about, Peggle, because that's what it reminds me of. So if Spooky Ball is when you get, 2 rounds, maybe a Spooky Dookie is like one of those double headers, where you take a dump, you think you're done, and then 5 minutes later you gotta go again. Not like diarrhea. Like maybe you didn't finish the first time and didn't realize it, or maybe there were just 2 rounds of turds just lined up like that. Or some people call it a ghost poopy. When you have a turd that was just so heavy that you basically dropped an anchor in the toilet, hits the bottom of the toilet with such force, and it slides down the chute. So when you look in the toilet, it looks like there's nothing there, when really it just slid away. Call that a ghost poop. That's a spooky dude. So we had this one guy at Burrito Horn. We'll call him Little J. So Little J. Now, I don't know what his deal was, but he was not that good. So he had several senseis. He did a little bit of both. Sometimes he was on service, like by the window, sometimes he's making the food. Number 1. Someone would try to explain something to him, like how to do this, here's how you do this procedure. And he wouldn't really pay attention. And then when he would try to do it, he would mess it up. But then it would keep happening. He wouldn't learn from his mistakes. He was the definition of insanity. You're doing the same thing, expecting something different. And he would keep asking, like, wait, how do I do this again? And one time, he got bored, and he sat on the food assembly line, just plopped his rear end on the board where we passed the food. And Big J was like, yeah, absolutely not, no. And then one time, I'll never forget this, me and him were working together at the window. I was taking the orders, he was handing out the bags. Extreme Fever! Alright, we got 3. 4 to get better. Oh, I'm not gonna get sick, am I? So anyway, we're working together. And I was making the drinks to try to help him out a little bit. And when we get a lot of customers, I'll put the drinks in order. So the drink that's for the next order, I'll put on the windowsill. And then I'll put the other ones on the counter next to it, but in order of, like, where the cars are. And Lil J, he asked me, hey, is this drink for the person at the window? And I say yes, because it was. And all of a sudden, we just get slammed. And I'm trying my best to keep the drinks in order, and also to keep up with the drinks. Well, about 4 cars later, I realize this man, Lil J, is not handing out any drinks. It's like 4 people haven't had their drinks. And we ended up getting 2 complaints. And I'm like, the drinks, Lil J, the Diet Dr. Kelp. He's like, aw, whoops. Now this was the most egregious thing he did. I don't know if he didn't care, I don't know if he was just lazy, I really don't know. But he was getting out some lettuce. No gloves. He just raw dogs the lettuce. Puts his hand in the lettuce thing and takes some out. So we had to throw all the lettuce away. That was all wasted. That's obviously a huge no-no in the food industry. Put your gloves on. And then unfortunately, one of our managers, the Herb Master, he had a really bad accident. He had a seizure. Now I have good news. He's okay. He's doing good. And I was really worried. He was out for a couple days. And I was like, I hope he's okay. And thankfully, a couple days later, he came back and he was good. So big sigh of relief there. But when it happened, the ambulance had to come and take him. And I don't know what Lil J was thinking, but apparently he either took a picture or took a video or something of the ambulance carrying away Herbmaster and put it on Instagram. And it's like, oh, this is what happens when you do weed 24/7. This is what you get. Or something like that. And I think he was trying to be funny, but it came across as just very tasteless. Like, you don't... Come on now. Someone gets carried away in an ambulance and your first reaction is, oh, she's gonna love this. Come on, man. See, he did get written up for that. Thankfully, he should. And then, apparently he was looking for another job, but he didn't want to leave our job until he found somewhere else to go. So then he lies about having COVID, which is very serious. He's like, oh yeah, I got this. I can't come in. So he wasn't that great. Now, I don't really see her very much because she works mostly mornings, and I work mostly nights. We have this elderly lady. We're going to call her Patricia. Now, Patricia is... Hold on, we got to get the fever. Alright, 2 out of 4. I am not confident about this level. Anyway. So our burrito horn opened in, I think, 2012. So the building's about 12 years old. And Patricia has been there since the beginning. She used to be a superstar, but... Now, I don't mean this in a mean way, I promise. But she's gotten a little over the hill. And she doesn't really do the work very good anymore. And we kind of feel bad for her. We've been trying to tell her, like, we don't want you to push yourself too hard. It's okay. But she insists on keeping working. Now, Now, one time, I don't know what the deal was. It was opening, and it was her and another manager. This manager, I'm running out of fake aliases. She's a redhead. We're gonna call her the redhead. So Patricia and the redhead were opening together. Redhead was in the bathroom. A car pulled up to the speaker, and Patricia just would not answer it. Refused to take the order, didn't say anything. After a few minutes, the car just drove off. Now, we have some headsets in the restaurant, so we can talk to each other and take the orders. But one headset in particular is only for managers, and that's how you answer the phone. And if you're the only one available, even if you're taking a crap, you gotta keep that thing on you. You know, if someone calls the store. So, Redhead can hear Evelyn, not, talking. I'm assuming she was trying to go as fast as possible in the bathroom to try to correct the mistake, but it was too late. So she's like, Patricia, why did you not take the order? I don't know. Now, another thing. So there's some common etiquette at Burrito Horn when your shift is over. So 15-30 minutes before your shift ends, we'll usually ask if there's anything else we can do before we leave. Again, that's just common courtesy. And also, if you're on window, or even if you're on food patrol, we have a screen that tells you how many orders there are, how many cars are in line. So for example, if my shift is over at 2 p.m., 2 p.m. rolls around and there's 3 cars in the drive-thru, I and many other people will try to clear the screen out before we go home. But Patricia, if she's out to the second it hits 2, I'm leaving, and she leaves. Could be 2 cars in the drive-thru, could be 10 cars. She's out. Also, for some reason, she sounds like a parrot. Alright. 3 seconds on the clock. We're playing Peggle. It's going. It's going. It's going. And it's gone. Okay. I can't prove this. I don't know. Maybe I might just run out of stamina or something. But for these multiple level challenges, I swear they add a couple more red packs or something, because it seems harder than playing normally. I don't know exactly what it is. I can't put my finger on it. Now, this was Patricia's greatest mistake. Or should I say multiple mistakes. Now, I mentioned this before, but we have a team called Core, or some people call them OPS, depending on what restaurant you work at. But a couple times a year, this team comes and basically makes sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do, and that you're putting the correct amount of cheese on your taco, that your stuff's clean. They're gonna watch everything. They're basically the police officers of fast food. And I wasn't here for this, but they came on one of my off days. But who wasn't off was Patricia. Now, if there's no customers, they'll actually ask you to make something in front of them. And they ask for a quesadilla, a burrito, and a couple other things. Now, keep in mind, Patricia's been here for 10 years. So I'm sure she's been there for a core inspection or 2. So she's asked to make some items. For the burrito, it was completely wrong. Wrong ingredients, wrong proportions. That burrito could not have been further from what it was supposed to be. And then the quesadilla. So how I make the quesadillas, you grill it in a little clamshell grill. And then you take this pizza rocker and you slam it on there to cut it up. She did not cut the quesadilla. She just served these important people a slab of bread and cheese. And then I don't even remember what she did, but every item was incorrect. And then for every mistake, you lose points. I'm not sure what a perfect score is, but for everything they find wrong, depending on how bad it is, you lose points. Well, we lost a grand total of, I think it was at least 12 points we lost, maybe more. Now, besides Patricia, there were only two very minor things wrong. Number one of the vents in the lobby was a little dirty. And number two, now this next thing is out of our control, the hood vents, which we have no way of cleaning. Like, we have to call someone for that. That was dirty. I think those were 1 point each. So, do it! So, had it not been for Patricia, we would have had a near perfect score. But no. And then when we asked her, like, you know, what was that? She said, oh, I was nervous about core coming. You've been here for 10 years! So, everybody's bonus got slashed. And now we're frowned upon. Now, like, we suck. Or people think we suck. No, actually suck. Patricia. Now, one time something cool happened. Two of the managers brought Wendy's. They bought 100 nuggets. And then just had everybody split them. Now, Mimosa, a lot of the time she'll get DoorDash. But sometimes her eyes are bigger than her stomach. And she's like, here, Matt, you want this? I'm like, hell yeah. See, Mimosa really comes through with the supply drops. One of these days I'm going to return the favor, get her like a Hardee's card or something. Holy crud, that's a moonball if I've ever seen one. Right, so, quick tangent. Hardee's breakfast. Mimosa has been telling me about it. She's like, Matt, you gotta try it. It's great. It's God's nectar. You gotta do it. So finally I did it. And let me just say, imagine McDonald's breakfast, but on steroids. They got biscuits, they got gravy, they got hash browns, like the good Burger King-like hash browns. They got bacon, they got cheese, they got eggs, they got it all. But, like, it's a little pricey, but it's higher quality. Like, this stuff. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be doing McDonald's breakfast anymore. Well, no, I'm still loyal to McDonald's. But now that Hardee's is on my radar, they've got a regular customer on their hands. Look at that caterpillar in the background. Why is he smiling like that? He's a creeper. He's a stalker. Stop looking at me. You're creepy. Okay, that was smooth. I like that one. Let's get away from this creepy caterpillar. Ooh, that's a spooky bat. It's gonna make me want to take a spooky dookie. So, apparently, at Costco, they had to recall butter because the label did not say that it contained milk. Okay, listen. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm not the brightest bulb in the box. I'm not the tastiest taco in the taco tower. Not the reddest peg in the Peggle bunch. I've got some tism, and I've got some R up there as well. But, if you gotta be told that butter has milk in it, unless you're buying dairy-free butter, which if it's dairy-free butter, it will say no milk. But we're talking about just regular butter. If you gotta be told that butter has milk in it, your goose was already cooked, you were already past your good years. Maybe Idiocracy wasn't fiction after all. Maybe it's trying to tell us something. Well, couldn't quite get to 4, but there's always next time. Well, I actually gotta go take a spooky dookie. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that everybody enjoyed the video. If you like my videos, please subscribe so you get notified whenever I make a new video. I do 1 video per day. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you hated the video, leave a dislike. If you thought the video was just okay, leave a comment. And everybody, just do me a little favor. Have yourselves a great day.